So you're buying in the suburbs of Richmond and you were told that you had a septic tank and you've never owned a septic tank before, so you're scared. Well, let's talk about that. I'm Casey with Oak Realty. I grew up on septic tanks, pretty much had them my whole entire life. They're not super scary things. So really with a septic tank, what you need to know is you hear when you're living on city water, city sewer, don't throw oil and trash and food particles and things down the drain. That's even more so in a septic tank. Just put water and toilet paper and normal things down the drain. Don't throw the oil down there because all you have is a mini sewage treatment plant in your side yard. And as long as you keep the bacteria in there happy by not throwing oil and nasty stuff down it, you're good to go. It'll just keep churning along, doing what it's supposed to do and send everything out into your leach field, which then makes your grass grow really green around those areas, or your plants, whichever you want. So septics, one of the things you can do to take care of them is there's a box called Rodex. You can get it at Kroger, you can get it at Home Depot, you can get it basically anywhere. It's usually on the bottom shelf because there's not a lot of us septic tank people. And so they keep it on the bottom shelf and you throw it in there once every 2 to 3, 4 months. It's a bunch of basically bacteria that goes down your toilet into your septic tank that keeps your septic tank happy. The other thing you should do is every couple years, most counties say every 5 years you should pump their septic tanks out. I can tell you growing up, I don't think my parents pumped their septic tank except when we moved, because as long as it was working and it was happy, why touch it? But there are counties that will absolutely make you pump it out every 5 years and will send you nasty grams if you don't. So make sure to follow your county ordinances on that one. And then other than that, if you have a conventional septic, there's not much to do, but just take care of it. If you have an alternative septic, you have to change the filter every year, you have to keep an eye on it, you have to get it checked every year. That legit is a mini sewage treatment plant. I've been told that you can drink the water that comes out of that. Would I ever? Absolutely not. But that's what I've been told, because that one actually has like 3 different sections and a whole thing, and it legit is a mini sewage treatment plant in your side yard. But don't be afraid of septics. They're not horrible, they're not crazy, they're not bad. It's just follow the same common sense rules that you follow on city water, city sewer for your septic, and you're perfectly fine. If you start throwing extra crap down there that's not supposed to, like those flushable wipes, that's gonna clog your septic tank up. It's not gonna look good. And then that's when you have the backups and the problems and the issues. But if you just do the normal day-to-day stuff that you're supposed to do and you don't flush all the extra stuff, you're good. Not a problem at all. Like I said, grew up with them, owned now, this is the 3rd one I've owned, never had an issue with them. I will tell you when you're moving, you will have to get your septic tank pumped and checked. It's part of our contract here in Richmond, Virginia. And things that could happen to a septic tank over time is you could have what's called a cracked D box. It's the distribution box. It's the big box that everything ends up in before it goes out to the drain field. And you could have to replace that. You could have to replace part of the actual septic box. Different things that can break over time, basically by tree roots growing into these boxes. So it takes quite a while because they are cement. And so just be prepared for that. If you are actually getting it pumped every 5 years, then they'll take a look at it every 5 years and tell you what's going on and is there anything that you need to be prepared to fix or move or do with that septic. But pretty much as long as we don't have a super wet summer and a super wet winter, not a problem at all with septics. I would never run from them. But like I said, I grew up with them. So if you got more questions on that, give me a call, shoot me a text, and don't forget to like and subscribe.